Hey everybody, this is your September 2022 Ottawa real estate market update. August 2022 was another slow month for home sales in Ottawa. This is a trend that we've seen ever since April as interest rates started to rise. So we sold 1,137 homes last month in Ottawa. That's 27% lower than what we sold in August of last year. High interest rates, low inventory, prices that are still relatively high compared to where they were a year or two ago have really made buying difficult and quite frankly unappealing for a lot of buyers right now. And so we're seeing a real slowdown in the pace of sales. We took 2,093 new listings last month. So again, we sold a little over half of those listings. Now, a lot of agents, a lot of news outlets, a lot of media will tell you that, well, the average price of a sale in August was still higher than it was in August of last year. And that's true. The average sale price of a home in Ottawa last month was about 5% higher than it was August 2021. The average sale price of a condo in Ottawa last month was about 4% higher than it was in 2021. However, if you look at 2022, we've seen a steady decline month to month ever since April on the average sale price of a home. Now, you may be aware, the Bank of Canada announced yesterday that the overnight rate is going to increase by 0.75%, which means that variable mortgage rates are also going to increase by 0.75%. So if you have a variable mortgage, what that means for you is that for every $100,000 of mortgage that you have, your monthly payment's going to be about $40 per month more today than it was a little over a day ago. Pretty safe bet to say that this hike in interest rate is likely going to further slow the market. It's likely going to put a little bit more downward pressure on prices. Now, the good news is that the rate hike doesn't actually impact fixed rate mortgages. So if you're a buyer, I think a lot of buyers now are looking at fixed rate rather than variable. At least with the fixed rate, you get that cost certainty and you're able to lock in. So what does this all mean for buyers, sellers, and investors? Well, for buyers, I think we're going to see a lot of buyers take a wait and see approach. We've been seeing it for a while. As prices come down, I think buyers are going to want to see what the impact of this latest rate hike has on prices. A lot of people are speculating it's going to be a huge impact. I don't think it's going to be as big as those people think, for the simple fact that a lot of buyers are already opting for fixed rate mortgages. And again, fixed rate mortgages were not impacted by the rate. However, I do think we will see some form of impact. Also, if you're a buyer, really good idea, if you haven't done it already and you're thinking of buying in the next few months, to lock in. Go talk to a mortgage broker, get pre-approved, and lock your rate in so that at least you know what you're going to be paying on that mortgage. Now, for sellers, look, prices have been coming down for sure. You would have definitely been better off selling in March of this year than you would be right now. However, you're still doing really well if you bought your property anytime prior to 2021. And even if you bought it in 2021, chances are you're still doing very well. The trend of prices is that they are decreasing. Like I just said, I do think we're going to continue to see that trend manifest. And so if you are thinking of selling a property in the next 12 months, I would say sooner is better than later. I would be trying to get that property on the market for this fall. Last but not least, investors. I think that's where the biggest opportunities in this market lie right now. If you are an investor who is in a strong cash position, we are starting to see prices come down. And because buying has become so difficult with these high interest rates and high prices, we're seeing a lot of people opt to rent rather than purchase. So what this means is there's a ton of demand for rental properties right now, and we are seeing rent rates increase quite a bit. We're actually seeing bidding wars on rentals now, not so much on properties that are for sale. So again, if you are a real estate investor and you do have a lot of cash on the sidelines, I think you're going to find some really good opportunities in the next few months. And quite frankly, it's never been easier to find incredible tenants for those rental properties. So that's your market update for September 2022. If you're curious to know how all of this applies to your specific situation, please feel free to send me a direct message. For everybody else, don't forget to like and subscribe.